Hey, what's up? This your boy Big Man. You already know what it is, man. So let's get right to it. Okay, so today we're going to be talking about NBA Youngboy. And out of nowhere, NBA Youngboy started dissing. I'm talking about going at none other than O-Block, man. He dissed King Von, he dissed O-Block, and it all was in his new song that he dropped today, man. Now it looks like NBA Youngboy is prepping up to drop a new project. He's going to be dropping a new mixtape, and the streets can never get enough NBA Youngboy. But man, why in the world did he jump out? He jumped out the window with this one, man, because to be honest, most people thought this beef had died down, man. The whole 4K Trey versus O-Block situation, right? But it's looking like, man, NBA Youngboy is all for the smoke. He wants it all. And he wants to rekindle their old beef, man. And the beef isn't even that old. I mean, they just cooled off and stopped beefing like, I don't know, a couple of months ago. But they've been sneak dissing on social media and stuff like that. Really, it's been 4K Trey. It's been Quando Rondo. It's been NBA Youngboy. They've been on Clubhouse talking about O-Block and trying to lure them into a dissing match, going back and forth. But it seems to not work because Lil Durk is off doing big things, major things in the rap game. You know what I mean? He's got another tour coming and a lot of things coming up. But he wasn't going to let this pass without saying something. And neither were some of the people from O-Block or connected to O-Block you might know, like Lil Reese. Now, before we get to the specifics, man, do me a favor. Make sure you hit that like button. Make sure you hit that subscribe button. And man, let's get it. Okay, now that we got that out of the way, man, let's talk about NBA Youngboy's new song, Bring the Hook. I don't know why NBA Youngboy did this, man. I'm scratching my head. I'm wondering, was there something that happened from the time period between, his last project or the last time that he was on, on social media and said something that happened on the Lil Durk and them side to make him diss like this? Because he came out and named O-Block specifically, dog. He didn't chase around it. He didn't run around it. He went for O-Block specifically, mentioned an incident in Atlanta, and there's no other incident you could think of than King Von losing his life. So most people are interpreting this as a diss to O-Block, which it is, man. Let's be real. This is a diss. And a diss to King Von. Now that's, you'd have to dig for that. I mean, when you start talking about Atlanta and letting people know who will get laid down or whatever in Atlanta, man, there's no other situation that people are going to add to this or try to put with this than the King Von losing his life situation, which is wild. And the crazy part about it is NBA Youngboy and members of 4K Trey like Quando Rondo are on social media playing the media game with this. And I'm trying to figure out what set NBA Youngboy off, man, because he didn't have to go there. But obviously he felt the need to express that. Maybe there was something that O-Block was doing, or he thinks that they're weak today, man. Maybe he feels like O-Block is weak right now. Because let's be real, they got a lot going on, man. You got the whole Muwop situation. Those cats, they got their whole case going and everybody's monitoring and watching that. You know what I mean? So it seems like a lot of the people who would really be out here doing something for O-Block, or at least would get on a track or get on social media and really be about that tough talk, are no longer around, man. It seems like O-Block is in a place where they got members of their whole crew who are trying to fight this case. And you have people who are still trying to build themselves in the rap game. You have splinter groups from what's going on differently in OTF, man. It just seems like it's in disarray, sort of, right? Because it seems like when you look at Lil Durk, his business is being handled well. Everything on his end seems like it's sharp. But man, when it comes to being dissed, you got to say something back. And Lil Durk wasn't about to sit back and let somebody just talk bad about King Von, talk bad about O-Block, who he associates, or let's not say he associates with. Let's say he was cool with at a point, because I'm not saying Lil Durk is a part of O-Block or wrapped up in that case or anything like that. I'm pretty sure he's tried his best to stay out of that. But he went to social media to respond, as he should. And he posted a picture of himself and a picture of King Von with a whole bunch of money and a whole bunch of necklaces just shining on him, letting them know that, yo, we out here doing it big. And he posted this in the caption. It says, "Don't claim it if you ain't do it. You still a little # The Voice." So basically calling Youngboy out of his name. If you want to say that he's saying this towards Youngboy, I'm trying to be diplomatic. But, basically firing back saying, hey, don't claim nobody that you ain't get, man. Like, if you ain't shoot the person, don't be out here claiming it like you did. And I don't know, man. I'm not a street dude, so I can't tell you if that's accurate science or that's exactly how these things should play out. But it sounds about right, right? Now, it didn't end there with Lil Durk. Also, Lil Reese wanted to get a piece of that, man. He had something to say. So he took to social media and made a statement of his own. He made a post where he captioned DJ Academics, or I should say he retweeted DJ Academics' post about NBA Youngboy being on Demon Time and said, that ain't no Demon Time. He just rapping like the rest of these rappers all rap. So letting it be known that he's not even looking at that verse, that bar, or that song from NBA Youngboy as anything serious out of here that he needs to be scared of. It's just rap, and it's nothing but entertainment. And to be real, at the end of the day, that's all this is, man. It's entertainment, and that's it, man. I doubt that there'll ever be another run-in like there was with NBA Youngboy or any other rappers or 4K Trey or anybody in O Block or anything like that, or OTF, I should say. Because let's be real. There's a difference between O Block and OTF, even though they cool or whatever, right? OTF is Lil Durk's label or whatnot, and O Block is some other things, right? And it was a label at a point in time too, man. King Von had some big ideas for that, right? But man, it seems like maybe NBA Youngboy just felt like it was time to say something that he had to get off his chest. But man, this took a lot of people by surprise. And a lot of people are on social media right now responding to this. People from the O Block side of things. You had Quando, Rondo. He was in the post that DJ Academics made on Instagram. He was in the comments like, huh? Just letting it be known that he put a huh out there. I don't know if he was encouraging NBA Youngboy or he was as surprised as everybody else with this, man. This came out of nowhere. And I know they've had their problems in the past. And I know they've dissed each other in the past. But Lil Durk seems to be in a good place. Even with all the tragedy that he had in 2021, he had an amazing year. I'm talking about one of the banner years for hip-hop. Like, he did his thing. Like, he really did his thing in 2021. He was one of the top artists, period. And that's why I think that they're all just going to let this slide by, even though, yes, NBA Youngboy is dissing. And what's crazy about Chicago drill music, back in the day, you know what I'm saying? And I don't want to bring back that bad energy, but if you diss somebody, man, it was a big deal, man. It was a real big deal. And obviously they're past that point. They're all on the major level of hip hop. And I'm surprised. I'm as shocked as you guys. But what do you guys think about this, man? Do you think that NBA Youngboy had good reason to just jump out there and diss O Block like that and diss King Von like that, man? Or do you feel like, man, this just came out of nowhere and you're just as shocked as everybody else? Now, with that, this has been your boy Big Man. Do me a favor. Make sure you hit that like button. Make sure you hit that subscribe button. And make sure you hit that notification bell so that way you get a notification every time I drop this hot content. And we out of here. Peace.